I just finished my GMTK game jam, and instead of taking a break like a normal person, I decided to turn my vending machine jam game into an actual game. And what's the first thing every game needs? That's right, a shop, so players can finally buy upgrades instead of just collecting coins for emotional support. The goal was simple: make a working shop menu so you can spend all those shiny coins you've been hoarding for absolutely no reason. But I didn't want it to be just a boring list of upgrades, so I added 3 main features: buy weapon, manage loadout, and upgrade slot. Buy weapon lets you purchase new projectile weapons for your vending machine, things like popcorn grenades, gumball ricochets, and ice cream beams. Manage loadout lets you customize which projectiles you actually want to bring into your next run. An upgrade slot gives you the ability to expand your revolver space, unlocking more slots for extra projectiles as you progress. At the start, you only have 1 or 2 dedicated slots, so you need to choose carefully. It forces you to think about what kind of vending machine build you want to go for. Later on, you can upgrade those slots, allowing for some ridiculous combinations. I started by building the shop and manage loadout menus, just text at first. It looked really plain, but still, it was something. Then I tried adding drag and drop for the weapon slots, the ones that represent the vending machine's revolver wheel, except it didn't work at all. No matter what I did, the weapons refused to drop into place. So I hacked in a temporary fix, a little placeholder bubble with the words, "drop here." That way, I could at least see if my logic was working, and finally, it did. Once drag and drop actually behaved, I swapped out the placeholder for the real revolver art. Now you could drag your weapon icons straight into the revolver wheel, and it instantly felt way more satisfying, like loading snacks into a cannon. But of course, success never comes alone. A new bug appeared, the duplication glitch. Sometimes 2 icons would spawn on the same slot, like my vending machine suddenly developed trust issues. After what felt like an eternity of debugging, I finally squashed it. Now each slot works perfectly, clean, functional, and fully draggable. I even added a little X mark over the locked slots, showing which ones you still need to purchase. That's where the upgrade slot mechanic comes in. Spend your hard-earned coins to unlock new slots and expand your vending arsenal. It's small, but it makes every upgrade feel like real progress. Your vending machine slowly evolving from a humble snack dispenser into a full-on bullet buffet. After finishing the shop system, I wanted to switch things up a bit, so I started working on the tile map. I took inspiration from the anime Reincarnated as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon, especially the Clearflow Lake area, a calm grassland stratum from the show. A stratum is basically one layer of the massive multi-floor dungeon, each with its own ecosystem. I tried to recreate that vibe. Soft grass, calm water, and bits of ruins scattered around. So I played around with different tile maps, testing out color tones, shadows, and small details to see what felt right. Right now, it's mostly experimenting, just building the look of the first area before testing anything in-game. Next, I decided to test the new tile map in-game. It's not perfect yet. Some spots look a little flat, and a few colors still clash, but honestly, it's starting to come together. Running around on the new grassland felt surprisingly nice. Even though it's just a short test, seeing the vending machine move across an actual environment instead of an empty test map, it just felt alive. I also added new enemies to match the vibe of the world. Just like in the anime, Boxxo's very first encounter was with the frog fiends, so of course I had to add them too. I even gave the frogs a little club weapon, just like in the show. I'm also planning to add a ranged frog variant, one that throws projectiles at the player to keep things interesting. For now though, this part was mostly just me, testing how the enemy AI works. I haven't replaced the ranged enemy's sprite yet, but I did change its projectile into a spear, so it already feels a bit closer to the final idea. It's still early, but the frogs are slowly starting to feel like proper dungeon creatures instead of just test dummies. This next part is where things finally start to feel like an actual game. I spent the week building a basic dungeon loop, the core structure that ties everything together. So here's how it works. From the hub area, the player can now enter the dungeon. When you step inside, the game first shows which biome you're about to explore, kind of like a small preview before the real chaos begins. After that, you'll go through 5 combat rooms, each one packed with enemies to clear before moving on. Once you survive all 5, you'll enter the boss room. Right now, the boss is just a placeholder. Nothing too fancy yet, but it's the first step toward a proper progression system. And when you finally defeat the boss, you can exit the dungeon and return to the hub area, ready to start the loop again. It's simple, but it works. A full gameplay cycle from start to finish. This will be the foundation for future updates. Procedural dungeons, better combat flow, and more ways to make each run feel unique. After that, I went back and brightened the tile set, made the grass a little lighter, boosted the colors, and softened the shadows. I also added the frog enemy sprite with spear projectiles strapped to its back. I wanted everything to blend better with the player and enemy designs, so the whole scene feels like one unified art style. It's a small tweak, but it made a big difference. Now the world feels brighter, warmer, like the start of a real adventure. And that's gonna be all for my first devlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I've got plenty more planned for this game, so I hope to see you again in the next one.